give a huge round of applause to the one and only Rachel Morton-Young!
Everybody! Wow, Leiden, how you doing? Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to be here. Zia was asking how long people have been in a relationship, and I was like working it out there. 24 years this month with my husband. I will give him a round of applause. That's exactly why I do comedy, to get out of the house. My name's Rachel. Where's my French friend? You're French, right? How would you pronounce that? Rachel. You hear that? Rachel. Rachel. Doesn't sound nicer, said by a Frenchman. Actually, there was somebody, a Frenchman in the row the other day, front row, and I said to him, how would you say my name? And he just looked at me and went, mon nom. I was like, thanks for that. I said, no, how would you pronounce my name? He said, Rachel. And I went, thank you, because it makes me sound sexy. Rachel. Do you not agree, Rachel? I lived in France for a year. Whereabouts are you from? Where are you from in France?
Paris.
Paris, I love Paris. I lived in Lyon when I lived in Cholet. For a year, I was Rachel, and it made me feel really sexy. Everyone called me Rachel. And then I moved to the Netherlands. And I became Rachel. Because it's not fucking sexy, is it, Dutch people? Dutch, not sexy. You can't even make sexy stuff sound sexy. Should we not agree that underwear should be sexy, right? Underwear should be sexy. Yeah? In English, we've borrowed the word for underwear from the French. Lingerie. And I'm sure the French people, they go to places like Coco de Mer, Chantal, Agent, Provocateur. And in the Netherlands, you get your ondergoed from the Hoekemiller. Sounds like a German hardware store. I'm going to tell you about the first time I bought a bra in the Netherlands. You seem like a nice kind of crowd. I'm going to share this story with you. Did I hear there's some Brits in the room? Is that right? Where are the Brits? Where are my Brits?
Right here.
Right here in the back, drinking. Like British people should be. Away from all the other Europeans. I like it. Stuck out there on their little island. Oh, yeah. So you would agree with me, right? British people are a little bit prudish, right?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, we're a little bit prudish, so we get a little bit shy about these things. Now, in the UK, if you go to buy a bra, there's only one place, by the way. British women? M&S. Thank you. M&S. The only place in the UK to buy a bra is M&S, because you know there's going to be a little old lady who's going to take you to a secret changing room to measure you ever so delicately without even touching you, okay? And then she'll whisper your measurements in your ear. That's how it works at M&S in the UK. So I went to buy a bra in the Netherlands. I said, excuse me, could you measure me for a bra, please? The lady stepped out from behind the counter and went, "Yeah, whore!" And she flew a tape measure around me in the middle of the shop, right? Like a fucking lasso. And started measuring me in front of everyone. Calling out my measurements like a crazy bingo caller. She's like, 150! 150! I'm like, 150, that's fucking huge! And that's when I realised I still had my backpack on. And then, right, so you've done the underneath bit, right? You're going to do the underneath bit, and then you're going to measure the cup size. Right, gentlemen, strap in, I'm going to explain how this is done. You measure the bit underneath, you measure it in inches, you round it up to the nearest round number, okay? The nearest whole number. Then you measure the bit around the boob, okay, in inches, and then you round it up to the nearest whole number. You then subtract that number from that number, okay? And then you look at the difference. If the difference is 1 inch, it's an A cup. If it's 2 inches, it's a B cup. If it's 3 inches, it's a C cup. That's how we do it in the UK, not in the Netherlands. This is how we measure cup size in the Netherlands. And And that was the moment I decided I was going to wear badly fitting bras for the rest of my life. I do like living here. I speak Dutch. Any internationals here learning Dutch? Yeah. There's not a lot of point, is there? Because everyone speaks English, quite frankly. I remember I was in the shop with my daughter. I was speaking English. As soon as they hear you speak English, they revert to English, right? Because I was like, oh, sorry, all right, we'll wait what it costs. And the guy heard that I was English, and he was like, oh, you're English. Can I help you? Right? I was in action, and I said, well, yeah, we're just trying to work out what this costs, please. And he went, I have no fucking clue. And he walked off. And I was absolutely horrified. And then I realised he was looking the price up. I thought, bloody hell, for the Netherlands, that's exceptional customer service. So yeah, I learned Dutch. It's a fun language. The thing is that you learn some words, you learn them, and the Dutch people don't tell you they have another meaning. Dutch people don't tell you this, they like to keep it a secret. Okay? So for example, I like to tell people about my hobby. One of my hobbies is sewing. Naaien in Dutch. I've located the Dutch people in the room. Because naaien has a double meaning, doesn't it? You don't tell anyone this. It means fucking, exactly. Sewing also means fucking. And I was quite impressed that people were interested in my hobby. So yeah, I really, really like sewing. I do a lot of sewing. Mainly on my own. I'd rather do it in a group though. I'm looking to do it in a group. I'm sewing circle. Saving up for a more powerful machine for myself. Imagine my delight. I get invited to a party, I get told there'll be a lot of sewing. I turn up with my needles and thread. No. I was the only one. No needles, lots of pricks. Oh dear. Anyone here in the room with kids? Yeah. Give us a shout if you haven't got kids. We haven't. Yeah. There you go. That's the people with energy. That's what I like. Oh dear. Someone over here has kids. How many kids you got? Who's on there kids? Someone over here. Nobody has kids anymore. Who has kids? Woo. How many? Just one. Anyone got one kid? 3. Any advance on 3? This is the weirdest auction ever. Now the reason I asked is I did a gig the other day and I was asking about people if they had any kids, and this woman went, yeah, I've got 7. I know that was exactly my reaction. I was like, 7? That is a lot of kids. And then I met her in the break and I was like, 7. And she just went, well, I'm very fertile. I was like, no shit. And then she leaned in and she said this to me, bearing in mind I'd literally just met her. She went, I'm going to be honest with you, it would have been 11 if I'd have kept them all. I know. I was like, wow, it took a while of sharing, that's terrible. And then I was like, actually, maybe that's a good idea, like have a load of kids, keep your favourite ones. Why not? We have annual reviews at work, why not in the home? They'd take their sticker charts more seriously, wouldn't they? I've got 2 kids, I get them both. And they're teenagers now. My youngest just turned 13, so that's fine. I've got 2 teenagers at home. And the thing is about having teenagers, right, is they take all the stuff you take years and years and years to teach them that they just didn't get. And then they just get it and do it to exaggerate you, just to piss you off. Like, just for an example, trying to get a kid in the shower. Now, that was a nightmare, trying to get my son in the shower. I'd be like, son, you need a shower, can you get in the shower? He's like, I don't want to get wet, I don't want to go in the shower, I don't want to get wet. And I'm like, can you get in the shower? I don't want to shower. Get in the shower. Now, I spend my life banging on the door going, can you get out of the shower? Can you get out of the shower? It's like he's been in there for half an hour. What a 13-year-old boy is doing in the shower for that long, I have no idea. You were a 13-year-old boy once, weren't you? Or the other thing, trying to get kids to eat their vegetables. Oh my God, that is a nightmare. Do you agree, parents? trying to get kids to eat their vegetables. I used to puree them, I used to mash them, I used to hide them under the meat. I used to make fucking faces out of the food to get them to eat their vegetables. Do you know what they've gone and done? They've both gone fucking vegan. Any vegans in the room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Someone's very proud to be vegan over there. Where's that over there? Hands up. Oh yeah, see. So I have a question for you.
Yes.
Do you use regular toothpaste?
Yes.
Very good. That's a good answer. I asked someone in the audience this the other day in Amsterdam. I said, do you use regular toothpaste? This guy just went, no, I make my own. Like it was the most normal thing in the world. The reason I asked is because my daughter refuses to use Colgate, because Colgate is not vegan. Who knew? Who the fuck's eating toothpaste? Although it's quite tastier than some of that vegan food out there. So I'm a good mother, I love my kids. So I go to a special shop to buy toothpaste for my daughter, okay? I go to a special organic shop where I think they're all vegan and they all look very proud, you know, and I feel very proud as I buy vegan toothpaste, I'm supporting the cause, and they look really like happy with me and proud with me, and then I see their face just go from pride to disgust as I pop the vegan toothpaste in my leather handbag to take it home. We don't say vegan anymore, do we? We say plant-based, that's the new name for it, plant-based. My daughter wants me to get everything plant-based, so I have to get plant-based cheese, plant-based milk, plant-based cakes she wanted the other day. So I bought her some plant-based cakes, and it turns out afterwards I wasn't supposed to give them to children. Not that kind of plant-based. That's what you get for living in Amsterdam, right? My favourite of all the vegetarian and vegan foods, I don't know if you know this one, is from the Vegetarische Slager, the vegetarian butcher. Do we know these sausages? Yeah, does anyone know what these sausages are called? Little Willies, exactly. My favourite, I love it. Have you read the packaging? They've clearly taken a lot of effort to Google Translate. It says, fake flesh. Never tasted so good. Oh, fake flesh. That sold it. Oh dear. And they're advertised as British sausages. They're advertised as typical British sausages, these. Little Willies, typical British sausages. They're fucking tiny. I'd like to think that somewhere in the UK there's a supermarket selling typical Dutch sausages called kleine piemeltjes. I think so. I'm feeling quite Dutch now. I'm doing a lot of things to be integrated into the Netherlands. So for example, for lunch, and for breakfast, and maybe even for dinner, I'll have bread and cheese to make me feel Dutch. If anyone offers me anything with flavour or anything like salad or soup or anything vaguely not bread, I'll no. Makes me feel integrated. I like riding a bike. That makes me feel quite Dutch. But I think that's not Dutch enough, just riding a bike. So now I've taught myself to ride a bike with a ladder under my arm and a kid on the back. Doesn't even have to be my kid, any kid. Makes me feel more Dutch. Obviously not strapped in, sitting down, standing up, holding onto my shoulders. Clearly. The other thing that makes me feel very Dutch. You tell me if this makes me Dutch. I've got myself a birthday calendar. Exactly, I was going to ask you, where is it? In the toilet, the downstairs toilet. I don't know if your expats know this is a legal requirement, if you're Dutch, to have a birthday calendar in your downstairs toilet, okay? Okay, which is great. It means Dutch people are very good at remembering your birthday. It also means when you get that birthday text message to say happy birthday, they're having a shit. The thing I love about it is it's a once-in-a-lifetime purchase, isn't it? Once-in-a-lifetime purchase. You don't need one every year because they don't have the year on them. So you just flip them over year after year. Even if somebody dies, don't worry, you don't need to get a new calendar. What do we do? Tipex. That's what Tipex was made for. Tipex, that's fine. Or what you can also do is just put a little cross next to it. That's what they do. A little cross next to the name, am I right? Yeah, go to an old person's house. It's like a who's who of who died. I heard there were some international couples in the room. Was there an international couple where one is Dutch and one not Dutch? I need to know. You two? No, they're German. I need a Dutch with an international. Oh,
I am, but my husband's just left me.
Oh, your husband just left you. That's what, like, left you, or just left for this evening?
No, gone.
Pardon?
Oh, sorry. No. I'm oversharing, sorry.
I'm looking for someone that's in a relationship still. This is going too far for my question. But I'm sorry, we will offer the therapy off stage afterwards. It's all okay. Anyone in a relationship who husband hasn't left them and stuff? Lovely. Okay, we're there. So which one of you is Dutch? You're the Dutch one. Okay, and next to you, what nationality are you?
My child is Dutch, but I'm originally Indian.
Your original where?
Indian.
Indian. Okay, Indian. Lovely. And when's your birthday, sir?
January 26th.
January 26th. Okay, lovely. Now, how's your relationship going?
Good.
Good? It's alright, we can test this. How long have you been together? 6 years. Okay, 6 years, you think it's going well? Okay, lovely. And are your parents, mother and your parents still live here in the Netherlands? Okay, so this little tip to you. What's your name, sir?
Deepak.
Deepak?
Deepak.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to go to her parents' house, you're going to go into the downstairs toilet, okay, you're just going to flip that candle over to January, yeah? Have a little look. See if your name is written there. In pen or in pencil?